Holy shit, guys. Tonight is going to be lit. We got Summerslam 2016, the hottest part of the summer. Last night we had TakeOver. I'm recording this at freaking 8 in the morning or something. Going to work later. Just want to get this out. So if you're watching this, good on you. But this is going to be SummerSlam 2016 last minute rumors, predictions, and what the match card lineup should be. So for anyone that didn't watch TakeOver, biggest things that you need to know: Revival retained the tag team championships, amazing match. Asuka versus Bayley. Bayley did lose, which means that she actually had a very long encounter in the ring where they're like, "Thank you, Bayley," blah 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 blah. And this is kind of what happened with Sami Zayn when he had his amazing match versus, I think it was Shinsuke, which just stole the show. I mean, the women's match was fantastic, but I think that means Bayley is being pulled up very, very soon, and it's just about time, because she is a fantastic wrestler, and she and Sasha Banks could main event a WrestleMania. I know that's extreme, but I'm not even joking. She really could. Okay, and then NXT Championships. We have a new champion, guys. Shinsuke Nakamura got one over on Samoa Joe. Once again, fantastic match. It was going both ways, but I think everyone anticipated a title change because the whole pay-per-view, nothing really changed except for this title. So it would have been kind of a waste of a pay-per-view, because there's always got to be at least one title change, or else people are just kind of, I think, left disappointed. But whatever. So I think Samoa Joe is going to come up soon? No, I do not, actually. I don't think he's coming up for a while, because he's still got his rematch. He's not coming up until at least post his rematch. But who knows when that's going to be, to be honest. So for SummerSlam, we have the kickoff show, which I didn't even know there were matches for. I hadn't heard nothing about it. You got Sami Zayn and Neville versus the Dudley Boys for whatever reason. Dudley Boys never win at a pay-per-view. So Sami Zayn, Neville, easy. Then you got American Alpha, the Usos, and the Hype Bros versus Breezango, Ascension, and the Vaude Villains. So you got the SmackDown teams. You got a Raw kickoff match, and then you got the SmackDown kickoff match. So why they have this match here, I don't know. To be honest, this match should be on the main card, and they should honestly put the Cesaro versus Sheamus match on the kickoff show, because you're trying to push your tag team division within SmackDown with the American Alpha. You're probably one of the best tag teams that you have on SmackDown, if not the best. Your future SmackDown WWE tag team champions, or whatever they're going to call the belt. But you put them on the kickoff show. To me, I think that's just wasted talent. Well, Cesaro versus Sheamus is very stale. With that being said, first match of SummerSlam should be, and I don't know if there's an actual match card out there. I haven't looked into it or whatever. But I do think that this is what it should be. It might not be. It might be. I really don't know. This is just my personal opinion. So if you have a problem with it, fight me. I swear to God, fight me. First match, Cesaro versus Sheamus. This should lead off the pay-per-view, because, to be honest, this match is just a bore. We've seen it 3 times at least at this point. So to see this match, which is supposed to be the first match of a best of 7 series, is ridiculous. I mean, I get Cesaro, I think, is going to come out on top. To be honest, I wish Mick Foley had made this a best of 3 falls match. That would have been much more entertaining to watch, because I don't know if I can watch it. It's probably going to go the full 7 matches too. I can't watch 7 weeks of that match. Okay, there's only so many different outcomes and moves and whatever that you can do, and I don't even know what they're trying to prove, because neither Cesaro or Sheamus is going to be in the title picture anytime soon. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just, no, not going to happen. Then the next match I have for my list is The Miz versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship, which a lot of people think that the WWE is going to give this new era a push. But with this match, I don't think so. I think they're going to stick with their heel champ, be The Miz, and I think The Miz is actually going to retain. I mean, I think that should be a fairly well-known fact, but maybe not. This match is going to be a very interesting match. It was kind of a last-minute thrown-together match, but I think it could be an interesting match only because of a recent suspension. Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and to be announced, it was supposed to be Eva Marie, who we have not even seen wrestle on the main card yet since she was drafted, which I don't think we will see her. I think she in the future will have an upset win for a title without even ever having to wrestle once, which I think would be fantastic to get people fired up, and I think that's what the WWE likes to do. So the to be announced, there's a lot of rumors swirling around. There is Melina, who was supposed to be coming back. I don't know if she still is. I know they haven't reached a contract agreement. Lita has been training. Nikki Bella is ready to come back right now, and it seems only fitting that she would be on SmackDown with Big Match John, since they're But it wouldn't make sense because that's a heel team, and I don't think Nikki Bella would come back as a heel. She would come back with open arms as a face. So honestly, this could be like anyway. I don't expect a serious like holy shit moment when someone comes out, but I am curious to see what they're gonna do with this match, or if they're just gonna scrap it and make it like a 2v2, or whatever they're gonna do. They're not gonna take someone from Raw because it defeats the whole purpose of the draft. But that should be an interesting match. Enzo and Cass versus Jericho. A stupid name, I'm sorry. And this match, if anyone actually thinks that Enzo and Cass are going to lose, you're freaking delusional. So I would say just expect a nice 5-minute, 10-minute promo. He's gonna get all fired up. This is the hottest night of the summer. He's gonna get fired up. I think you should expect a very long, funny promo. Some people get sick of promos. Personally, I can just watch them forever. They're fantastic in my eyes. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. This match is a very interesting match because they're not trying to put Roman Reigns over on top anymore. They're kind of putting him at a mid-card level, and he's actually getting a positive response from the fans because everyone hates Rusev because he's such a dick. I'm sorry to say that, but he's such a dick. So I think that Roman Reigns is going to win, but Rusev is still going to be champion. So that is to say that Rusev will win by count out or some form of disqualification or something like that. I think Lana will have a play in it, but I do not see the championship changing hands. I mean, it would be nice to see it change hands, but I don't see it changing hands at this point in time. I think Roman Reigns will get his hands on that title, just not at SummerSlam. Keep in mind, this is the order that the match card should go. So if I haven't said a match, it's because I think it should be hyped up later. So then we got the New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. That match should be interesting. I don't know if Big E is actually injured. I haven't looked into it, or if it's just a kayfabe injury. But I think Gallows and Anderson, they're going to knock New Day off. It's been 1 year since New Day won the titles. So it's a matter of time before they lose. And who better than the hottest tag team on Raw with the next match, or with the future match tonight, to produce its victor. We could be seeing a Balor Club. Spoiler alert. Worst kept secret of WWE right there. But I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. So Gallows and Anderson come out with the W and the new tag team champions on that. John Cena versus AJ Styles. This match is a very hard match to predict because people want to see AJ Styles on the top. I know some people, if you're watching this, if you just happen to be watching this or passing by, people are like, it's not that hard. It's just me. No, yeah, to me, this is a hard match to predict because typically the WWE will go best of 3 series with these big matches, but they've had such a long gap between the first match and now. A lot of people want to see AJ Styles win this match, but I think Big Match John is going to come through on it. because I mean you can't take it away because he got screwed last SummerSlam, which leads me to the next point. Jon Stewart is back, so is there a chance we see him screw Cena again? That should be interesting. If we see Jon Stewart screw John Cena tonight, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed because you're just reusing the same bit, but that would be the only realistic way that John Cena could lose because AJ Styles doesn't have the club to help him beat Cena, and that's the only way he beat him last time. Is AJ Styles better than John Cena? Probably. Should he be better? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm just a John Cena fanboy or whatever, but that's the only way that it would make sense for another interference to screw John over and cost him the match. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the WWE Women's Championship. This match, I think, has the potential to honestly steal the show. I mean, it's going to be definitely going to be an interesting match. I think Sasha Banks is going to come out on top if they give Charlotte the title back. I honestly would be a little pissed because I did not like her as champion. I will never like her as champion, but that's just me. There's really not much to say about that match. It's going to be a really good match. Anticipate that, but Sasha Banks will retain definitely. This match I don't understand. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Like, why? When they had the match on SmackDown between Dolph Ziggler and Bray Wyatt, while the winner would face Dean Ambrose, because Dolph Ziggler wanted to prove he was good enough, Bray Wyatt should have taken that spot because I think Bray Wyatt is a future WWE champion. Whether anyone likes to admit it or not, I would love to see him as champion because he brings such a great environment with him, and it's something new, and it would be interesting for him to have a championship finally, especially since now he might be flying solo because of his last appearance on SmackDown where he kind of left Eric Rowan at the ring, threw his mask on the rocking chair and just walked out. But see, I'm talking more about Bray Wyatt than the match because Bray Wyatt rumors are running rampant right now because people are thinking that he is going to interfere with this match and have some sort of effect on the way that it plays out. Will he? I don't know. Should he? Probably. Regardless, Dean Ambrose will retain the WWE World Championship, WWE Championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship, whatever the bloody fucking name is. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. This will be an amazing match. Let me just say this. This is for the WWE Universal Championship. Whoever got paid, whoever got signed the check for coming up with that name, just come on. Really? You would have been off for going the WWE Raw Championship. Like, it just, I don't know. I mean, this Universal Championship should be on SmackDown because SmackDown is more for the people than Raw is. Raw is more for the power, not authority or whatever. But SmackDown is more tailored to the people. That was the whole point of Shane McMahon returning. So wouldn't it be smarter to have a Universal for the WWE Universe on SmackDown? But whatever. Finn Balor is going to come out on top on that. We're going to see the Demon. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. Probably. Definitely a full Broadway 30-minute match. On the other hand, there is the rumor of Jon Stewart again. I haven't seen this one much, but this is just what I think. He's a big fan of Seth Rollins, and you can see because Seth Rollins gave him a WWE Championship belt when he was hosting his show still. So it's not impossible that he interferes and costs Balor the match. If he costs Balor the match, the WWE is making a huge mistake because it is the new era. Push someone new. Finn Balor, the first NXT star drafted very high up. He deserves the championship more than anyone on that roster. Seth Rollins has gotten championship time and time again. It is time to push Balor, and it's not impossible to think that. He is fantastic in the ring. He would be a fantastic champion. And again, Balor Club. Before we talk about the main event, I forgot to mention with the Sasha Banks versus Charlotte match for the women's championship, I think that there is a chance of Jon Stewart interfering in that match. Because Charlotte always has to have someone in her corner since Dana Brooke is barred from ringside. We all know Jon Stewart is a fan of Ric Flair. That is why he costed John Cena the match last SummerSlam, because he didn't want John Cena to tie Ric Flair's record. There is a chance that he helps Ric Flair's daughter retain the championship. And again, I will be thoroughly pissed excuse me, if that happens, because for obvious reasons, okay? So then the main event, the best match of the night, the most anticipated match since at least July 7th. And for anyone that actually had a brain before then, everyone knew Randy Orton was going to be back for SummerSlam. As soon as they announced, oh, who's going to be Brock Lesnar's opponent, blah, 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 everyone's like, Randy Orton. It was obvious, Randy Orton. A lot of people will call me delusional for thinking that this will be the main event of SummerSlam, but it is the most hyped up match. I mean, look, Brock Lesnar is in the front of the picture here. So it's not impossible to think that, for one. Two, you want SmackDown versus Raw since the draft. You got a SmackDown star and a Raw star main event against each other. It's going to be a fantastic match. A lot of people think I'm crazy that I think Randy Orton is going to come out on top. But, I mean, is it impossible? No. Is it probable? Probably not. But, I mean, is it going to be a sick match? Yeah. I think it's going to be a sick match. And as I've talked with a couple of my buddies and people from work, the big move that they're going to have in that main event is a reversed F5 into an RKO. Picture that. F5 RKO. Out of nowhere. It's going to be an amazing night. There's full of rumors, predictions, whatever. I mean, these have been my predictions. But before I go, let me talk about the two biggest rumors that are running around the WWE universe right now. Undertaker, Bill Goldberg. Undertaker, who has been gone since WrestleMania 32 with his match with Shane McMahon. Everyone thought that would be his last match, but why would you have his last match be against Shane McMahon? Come on, I'm sorry, but it was supposed to be against John Cena. I think we will see Undertaker at SummerSlam or at SmackDown Live, because he's going to plant the seeds for a feud for Undertaker's final match for his 25th WrestleMania. So, I mean, there's not much else to say about that. Expect Undertaker to show up at SummerSlam. It's very likely not. It's very likely that Undertaker will show up at some point this week, whether it be tonight or on Tuesday. Which, for the record, I am going to SmackDown on Tuesday. It's going to be epic. We'll have the reveal of the SmackDown Women's Championship and the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, hopefully. But then the other rumor was Bill Goldberg, who has been going back and forth with Lesnar for the last couple weeks, and it's going to be interesting to see if he interferes to set up for another Lesnar versus Goldberg match at WrestleMania 33. A lot of people weren't impressed with that match the first time around, but there seems to be a lot of hype around it now. Not sure what changed, but these have been my predictions, and it is going to be an interesting night. We could see some returns, we could see whatever. Don't expect Bayley to show up at SummerSlam, because it will not happen. I believe if Bayley is being pulled up right now, she will be on Raw because of her Sasha Banks and her rivalry that she has with her. Could she be on SmackDown to spice up the Women's Revolution? Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. But, I mean, it's just one of those things. But I think we'll see her on either SmackDown or Raw, because SummerSlam is not the time or the place for for Bayley to make her appearance. As for Samoa Joe, like I said earlier, not going to happen. Alright, guys. This has been my prediction video and my match card lineup. Overall, I think this is going to be a fantastic pay-per-view, probably the best of the year. I say this with every pay-per-view, but this one really is going to be amazing. The match card is actually one match longer than WrestleMania. So, who knows what's gonna happen. If you guys have any comments or whatever, leave it right below. Let me know. Tweet me. I will answer any tweets I get about the matches, stuff like that. All right. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy the hottest party of the summer. How you doing?